Matt and Abby are a TikTok couple with millions of followers. They film family-oriented content surrounding their lives as young parents navigating life. They don't show their kids' faces and keep it just about them in their own journey. But as time has gone on, these two have faced some backlash for some of the takes that they've had in videos and on their podcasts. These two build an audience on TikTok, which is where they are primarily marketing their podcast. And people have accused them of rage baiting recently because the TikToks they have shared to promote their podcast have not made them look good. I do think they know what they're doing and that it is part of a marketing strategy sometimes, because these clips get millions of views for them. Whenever there are tons of people debating what they've said in the comments, it literally goes viral. But they get so much hate under these posts, and one has to wonder if it's all worth it. People leave comments wanting them to split up, and it just gets so intense. But I mean, some of the things they share, it really does make you go, wait, what did they just say? And people can't help but want to give their opinions, especially if they feel very strongly about what they're hearing. In a recent TikTok clip of their podcast, they talked about how this year they won't be celebrating Father's Day, at least not on actual Father's Day. This is because Matt's birthday is in June and it's so close to Father's Day, and that's an issue for him. So they will be celebrating it at a later date in a few months. This happened because they said last year his birthday and Father's Day were on the same day, which he did not like. Abby said that she celebrated both his birthday and Father's Day on the same day, making it an all-in-one situation, and he was not loving that. Though she says that she did her best as they just came back from a trip and she was pregnant, but he didn't love that, and neither did the people that watched this clip.
We've decided as a family that we are not celebrating Father's Day this year.
Father's Day, it's always in June, and it's like
Last
always
year
around.
was June 18th, which is Matt's birthday, so
Yes.
he had Father's Day and his birthday on the same day. And
So sad.
I will say I did kind of combine the holidays.
You did combine the two of them. It's okay though. I mean, you were pregnant, you were uncomfortable, you were
We
close.
just gotten back from our baby moon that
Yeah.
day. I got you a cake from DQ.
I guess we had
and
just
had
gotten
our
home.
family over and grilled.
Well, I grilled, but I know a lot of dads grill on their birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had
And
Father's
I grew
Day.
your child.
You did grow my child.
All day, every day.
But like Father's Day and my birthday were the same exact day.
Yeah, and
it kind of was a bummer.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I failed you. I'm
Hey,
so
but
sorry.
you know what? This year, we're boycotting Father's Day for the month of June and celebrating it 3 months after my birthday.
People who saw this felt so bad for Abby and could not believe Matt was reacting this way over his birthday and Father's Day, as there's plenty of people out there who have to celebrate a birthday and a holiday really close together. Though some did argue that if roles were reversed and she was the one that was upset about a birthday and Mother's Day, people would probably have a different reaction and wouldn't be saying that she was overreacting. But a majority of the comments were coming from Matt saying, "That is the most out-of-pocket behavior I've ever witnessed from Matt. I'm failing to see how she failed. It seems like you had a good celebration. What else was he expecting? He needs to touch grass." Why wouldn't you combine them though? They are two occasions celebrating the same person, so surely one celebration is perfect. Now, like I said, this has happened multiple times where people have been enraged by clips of them. I really think they picked these parts to purposely get a conversation going, but another time was when they were talking about being intimate after having a baby and if it still feels the same for him down there and all. And he said it was different, which like broke people's hearts for Abby that he would say this and also say it publicly.
Does it feel different down there after birth?
Yeah, actually. I feel like it goes back, but it doesn't go back to exactly how
Yeah,
it was
we
before.
talked about this the other day, and I was kind of surprised to hear you say that.
Because
Because you never told me until I asked you.
I always heard, oh, it goes back to normal, but it doesn't go back to exactly the way it was before.
So, maybe I shouldn't go into too much detail.
We can
Do
say
you
whatever.
still like it after?
I still like it, of course.
You like it as much?
I would say so.
That doesn't sound very...
I think I like it pretty good.
Comments under this one weren't even trying to defend him, saying, "I would be sobbing. She's so much stronger than me, I would have been bawling." Look up the opposite of reassurance and you'll find Matt. I've heard from so many men that it literally feels the same after a while. What is he on about? Just trying to hurt her feelings. Now, not all the clips of their podcast are like this though. They do have guests on and interview people. They have sweet moments. They do exchange compliments and reassure each other. But then there's this stuff that really washes all that over and people go crazy for it. I mean, truly though, posting this stuff they have to know it's going to get conversations started and people aren't going to like it. I mean, maybe they think that they're just being raw and real, but damn do people's feelings get hurt for her. And to know the whole internet knows about this, about them, just, it's a lot. Because as many supportive comments as they might make towards each other, the ones that stand out the most to people are the ones that are hurtful. It's the ones people are remembering and judging them the most for. Because even under the clips where they're saying something nice, people will bring up these clips and say that they can't forget about it and it's changed their perception of them. There's another clip that went around of them talking about how you shouldn't marry for looks and how, yes, they find each other attractive, but there was a time where they both didn't, and Matt got called out for his quick response of same.
I just find you very attractive.
Yeah, I find you very attractive too.
And there was a time where I did not.
Same.
Isn't that so funny how our brain can do that, though?
Yes.
It's so crazy. And that's also why you shouldn't marry someone for looks.
Bingo.
Like, I sound like such a hypocrite because I'm saying that and I'm married to, like, such a hot man. Like, such a good-looking man.
People reacted mostly towards Matt, saying, "The same would have literally broken me. These are thoughts we keep to ourselves and not say out loud. The way he instantly said same would make me cry for at least 5 business days. I beg your finest pardon. Same would have sent me into a spiral." Some made comments about how he acted like he could finally admit this, but some did come to his defense in the situation, bringing up the fact that Abby too had said the same about not finding him attractive at one point. And someone said, "Y'all hating on Matt for saying same when she felt the same way too is such a double standard. He acted like he finally wasn't afraid to admit it. Yeah, because you should just bring that up." In the past, these two have talked about the hate that they've received, and Abby also admitted that she does not have TikTok on her phone because it affects her so deeply.
I deleted TikTok, which, by the way, I feel like a new person for doing that.
It's completely off your phone.
Oh, it's gone.
You don't have TikTok at all.
And when I need to do minor things for our, like, occupation, I literally just grab your phone for a second.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
not scrolling. It's great, but I shouldn't probably advertise that. That
We're
is
TikTokers. That's our job.
But I will say,
Now we're podcasters now.
as
Is
your
that crazy?
friend, delete TikTok in 2024. You will feel a million times better.
I really respect that. I have a 20-minute limit for TikTok and Instagram combined. It's been way better for my mental health to
For sure.
use less social media.
They've also talked about how the internet has rooted against them before and thinks that they're about to get a divorce because of the conversations that they're willing to have on such a public platform. But that's just not the case. They've said in previous videos that divorce is just not an option for them.
A lot of people that watch our podcast think we're getting divorced.
We are so honest on these apps. Like, we are so open and we don't fake it. And because of that, people are like, oh my gosh, they have conflict in their marriage?
Tell me you're not married without telling me that you're not married. That you can't have a conversation and disagree with your spouse, but still love them so much, ride or die for them so
Yeah.
hard, be amazing partners for each other,
Yeah.
and committed for life. They see that and they're like, oh, I know everything I need to know. This isn't going to work out.
It really is messy, truly. Like, these clips evoke a lot of emotion from people, they really do, and it's not just Matt that gets called out. I know in a lot of these clips we're talking about how Matt is the one that is getting called out, but Abby as well has gotten backlash before for individual comments that she's made, not really towards Matt, but there was a time where she got called out for one of the comments that she made about having sons and raising sons in a man-hating world, and it makes her sad thinking that they have to grow up in a world with people judging them for their gender, which some were like, I don't know if that's really the case, and thought that as a woman for her to be saying this, feeling like men are the ones that have to go through a lot of stuff, was interesting.
They're literally living in a man-hating culture, and as a mother to a son, that makes my heart really sad. My son, watch me freaking.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You got
I need
this.
to stop.
You got this.
But I would hope that my son could grow up and there could be males and females uplifting him and rooting him on and not hating him for his gender or,
Yeah.
thinking a certain way about him because he's a man.
This is one of the few posts they have actually had the comments turned off on, as people really did have a lot to say back to Abby on this. So they've definitely started their own fair share of controversies. It's not just Matt that's been called out, Abby's also been called out too. This clip of Abby is rather old. It was from, I believe, over a year ago that this podcast clip has come out. But some of the other ones I showed you today, they were recent, especially the Father's Day one that was literally from last week. And that is the one that is honestly still getting talked about. People are still replying to it on TikTok because they are just in complete shock over what was said and the fact that that was just a big deal at all. I mean, clearly there's just a lot that's been said by these two, and they really do bring out some strong reactions from people. But they've only continued on. I mean, more podcast clips have come out since then, and they too have comments under them. But I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this, from the Father's Day drama to the rest of the clips that have gotten them called out before. Have you guys heard of Matt and Abby? Let me know all of your thoughts on this whole thing, plus what people have had to say in the comments to them. Tell me what you guys think. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.